So this is the second example we're posting today. This is to show you, to introduce you to current-controlled current sources. This is a current control because I have IA here in the control signal. So this is IA. Depending on this current, this power supply multiplies it by a half and spits it out as current. So it's a current source, but it's also current controlled. So this, in the future, I'm going to call this CCCS. It could be voltage controlled, it could also be a voltage source, but in this case it's current. I'm going to solve the circuit, I want to find IC, IA, and VB. To solve it, I'm going to first write KCL. And hopefully you see that this is one node, node A. This is another node, node B. And instead of calling this node, maybe I will call this node C. I'm going to only write two KCLs because the sum of two of them is going to be my third node. So I'm going to write KCL for node A. And this is the current coming in equals current coming out. And as you see here, IB is coming in. So basically 0.5 IA, so half IA plus IB equals 0. And I'm going to write KCL for node C. You could have chosen node B. All the currents coming in equals all the currents coming out, so IC equals IA plus IB. And now I'm going to write KVL for what matters. In this case, the main KVL that I can write has to involve this 10 volts loop, the loop that has a 10 volts. And basically, the simplest is this loop here. So I'm going to call this loop 1. So I'm going to write KVL for loop 1, and I'm going to start here on this node C, and I find the 10 volts, but I also find the minus. So it's minus 10. And now minus VA. But I know that VA, and now equals 0. So VA equals minus 10. But Ohm's law tells me that VA equals 1K times IA, which means that IA equals minus 10 divided by 1K, which is minus 1 milliamps. So I already answered 1/3 of the question. Now I'm going to use this information to find, for example, IB. So let me change colors here to make it more clear. So this is after I got this. I'm going to find IB by writing minus half IA. Therefore, IB equals 0.5 milliamps. Well, this is not the question. The question is VB. So VB is 5K times IB, which means VB equals 2.5 volts. So it's really 5 times half a milliamp. 5K times half. Finally, I want to find IC, and I look here, I find that IC equals IA plus IB. So IC is minus 1 plus half, which is minus half a milliamp. Please use this method when you try to solve the quiz.